Hey guys, Filthy here. I know I haven't posted in a little bit because I was taking care of a couple things, so I thought I can give you a quick tutorial on how to stretch your hands, make it more comfortable to play guitar, before you do a long practice session or recording session. Because one people always miss is they always forget to stretch. Because when you stretch your body out, it's way more comfortable when you do work. Because I always stretch in the morning before I go to work, and I always stretch my hands before I play guitar. And when you're all stretched out and more and comfortable, then it's much easier to play. It's much easier to practice. It's much easier to record. So I feel like every instrumentalist should learn how to stretch their fingers a little bit. And I've been doing it for years and it's been helping me out. So before I stretch, I wash my hands with warm water. Now don't make it too hot. Do it where it's comfortable for you. And then just like you're washing your hands. Like so, so just put your hands in warm water for like 30 seconds or so. Make your hands warm up. And then once they're warm up, what I will do is I will shake my hands a little bit. That helps you loosen your wrists. You see my right hand, it always does a little chugging like this. So it's always great to relax your wrists and it helps you have more control. So, just shake your wrists for a little bit till your hands feel like nice and floppy. And I just do it for a little bit. Now, what next you got is this to stretch your fingers. Now, what I do is first I kind of clench my hands like so. No, just kind of push your muscles a little bit. Move it around, and then after you do that a couple of times, I will grab my finger and then I will pull back, like kind of about this far, but do it where it's comfortable. Like stretch, pull it out and stretch, but don't force yourself. You want to feel a little bit, when you pull it back, you should feel a little tension right here, just a little bit. Because that helps stretch out your wrist and it helps stretch out that one finger. And then you just move your fingers back and forth like this. And then you do the same with every finger. Like so. Just pull it back and then just move your fingers back and forth a couple of times. Now this helps, kind of wake up your fingers a little bit, kind of like a morning stretch. You just do it all. Just kind of like staying high. And then you do the same thing with your other hand. Pull your finger back like so and stretch your fingers. Pull back. No. Well, like I said, don't do it too far. Don't hurt yourself. This is what helps me a lot before I do a recording session and before I do a practice session. Just bring it back and stretch. If you hear some popping, it's fine. Now, once you do that, shake it a little bit. Don't do a hard shake, just a light shake. Now, you grab your fingers like this and then you pull down, do in the opposite direction. Just pull your fingers down like 5 seconds, 5 or 10 seconds. And then still move your fingers like so. You can kind of hear my pinky pop. Just do some stretches. And this is a familiar motion when we put our fingers on the fretboard. We always curl our fingers. This helps it relax a little bit. And you do it with every finger, maybe not the thumb, but then you do the same thing with the other hand. Just do some stretches. pull your finger down, pull it up, and then grab the next finger. No, don't do a light force. Don't do it so far that it hurts you, okay? Just bring it down like that. Move all your fingers back. Grab all your fingers and do one like that. And after a stretch, do a light shake, like so. Now you done it back, you done it forward. Now, what you do is you massage your hands, massage your thumb. You use your thumb to really get in there, and do it on the back of your hand as well. You don't want to strain it. Just do it a couple of times. You're just moving it back and forth. And then one last thing that I do, shake a little bit. Now the last thing that I do is I grab my hands, and then I move my thumb back, and then I push it just a little bit. Don't do it too far, because that will hurt yourself, but just do a tiny bit, and you should feel a little bit of muscle for the back of your hand right there. Just pull it back just a tiny bit, and then you do it with the rest of the fingers in between. You're just grabbing right here, and you just stretch it like this. Now this helps. This allows me, whenever I do these stretches, this helps me get those stretch chords that I really love, like those sus4 chords. So, just stretch it out like that for a few seconds. Don't do it too far when it hurts you. Just do it till it stretches. You should really feel it like in between your little skin right here. And you just do the same thing. I just grab my thumb and my two fingers and I pull back. No. Do it for a stretch. Don't go too hard. You want to be comfortable when doing it. And then once you do it with every hand and every finger, just pull it back like so. Then shake it one last time. And now your fingers are ready to record. And that's what I always do before I do a recording session. So, it takes like 7 minutes. And I feel like everyone should do it. Everyone's a little different, but I feel like you should learn from this and do some stretches before you record. And hopefully that's helpful to someone. And take care.